Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Xyla, and thank you for tuning in at the Royal Sit Down. Today's discussion on the Royal Sit Down is the Adam and Eve candle and the Hummingbird ritual, and how you can use both of those rituals to get your way back into your man's heart. I know. Go ahead, sit down, take a break, and listen to this interesting podcast that you have stumbled upon. Hey, what's up, guys? This is your girl Xyla, and thank you for joining me here today at the Royal Sit Down. Our discussion for the Royal Sit Down today is going to be the Adam and Eve candle and the Hummingbird ritual, and how you can use those rituals to get your way back into your man's heart, get your way back into your man's bed, get your way that ring, get your way period. Okay? Because what we're not going to do is allow these men to come into our lives, do whatever they think they're going to do, and then bounce. No, 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 no. Get yourself back over here. So if you feel like this is going to be the ritual for you, then come, because I'm about to spill the tea. Now, number one, guys, the Adam and Eve candle. The Adam and Eve candle is designed to promote true love, passion, romance, and a bond. Because you know the story of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve had a very close bond because Eve came from his rib. So that's a bond. And it's also, you can also use an Adam and Eve candle as a binding spell as well. Okay? So, while you got your Adam and Eve candle brewing in the back, go ahead, sis, and light you a hummingbird candle on that ass. Oh, yes, I said it. Because that hummingbird candle is going to be a good way to send your messages to him. Yeah. In the voodoo and hoodoo culture, the Santeria, can't leave them out, we use the hummingbird to send messages to our significant others. And that will assure that he gets the message, and that will assure that he hears you loud and clear. Because if you do that hummingbird candle right, he's gonna be like, I could have sworn I heard so and so say that. That's all he's gonna replay in his head is the message that you've been sending. And then on top of that, you got your Adam and Eve candle cooking. And that's all about what? Binding, true love, passion, romance, hot sex, all of that. Because Adam and Eve was a couple who had multiple children. So that Adam and Eve is a very powerful, classic love spell. That's almost like the go-to. Because you also got your Adam and Eve, and then you also got your come to me. So just imagine if you started off with the Adam and Eve, with the hummingbird, and then you got the come to me. Baby, you got you a whole ritual love spell lineup going on here. Excuse me, guys. You got the whole shebang. Now, and it's good to do your rituals like that because it hits different angles and different spots. You cannot expect to light one Adam and Eve and then bam, Next thing you know, he just busting down your door. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's going to take you a little bit more time and a little bit more work. But if you want to come with it, you do your Adam and Eve, your hummingbird. Now those two alone will get you back in the door. Okay? And so, if you decide that you're going to go through with any of these rituals and you don't know where to start, and you don't know what type of supplies to get, okay. If you're going to, either one of those either one of those spells, you can use a red candle. You can use a pink candle because red is for love, passion, romance, lust, and pink is for romance, lust, passion as well. They go hand in hand. Some hummingbird candles will have a green bottom and a red top if they're in a glass. If you don't use the glass candles and you decide to use the freestanding candles, do red and pink. Red and pink. And there you go. You have your hummingbird and your and your Adam and Eve. Now, if you don't have the herbs and the magical oils, that's okay too. Because roses will do. Rosemary will do. Sugar will do. A little cinnamon to keep it hot and spicy, but yet sweet. That'll do. That will do. And the spell doesn't have to be shining and shimmering and glistening. No, it don't. It can be basic and simple. Because really, you are the person that holds the magic. These things that are laid before you is just tools. So, we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to get our Adam and Eve lit. We're going to get our hummingbird lit. You're going to dress them or fix them up any way you would like. But you need to write down a petition. You need to either write down a petition if you're new to this. But if you're seasoned, go ahead and keep that spell in your head, honey. But for my people that are starting out fresh, you want to take your paper and you want to write down your message for the hummingbird. And it could be just as simple as, hummingbird, would you deliver my message to so-and-so, so-and-so, and let him know that I love him and that I desire him and that he be faithful to me no matter where he is. Say something and make it short, make it sweet. Don't make it all long and because don't nobody have a time to be reading no long message and delivering no long message. Make it sweet. Make it something that the hummingbird can remember and make it something easy to carry. And then you have your Adam and Eve. And you want to say so-and-so, so-and-so. I am your Eve, as in you are my Adam. We are bound together. We are bind together. I am your rib, yada, yada, yada. You want to say something. I love you. Let's make this work. Whatever it is that you're going through, you want to write it down and you want to make it sweet. Hell, if you wanted to, you got to Adam and Eve. Petition Adam and Eve. Y'all ain't never thought of that, have you? See, baby, you got to think outside the box. If you're going to do this, then you do this and you think outside the box. And you take this spell and make it as your own, because it's sometimes where people have to come to me and they want an Adam and Eve and they want it powerful. So, okay, well, let me petition Adam and Eve then. Adam and Eve, can I please borrow your lovely, lovely power real quick so I can make this work for her? Okay, bet. But even people like me, we still have to cast multiple love spells. Multiple spells, period. So you have to cast more than one ritual or spell in order for it to do what it's going to do. But I know that when I used the hummingbird candle at the time, I had went on a trip and I had lit the hummingbird candle before I left. And the whole time I was gone, I was using that energy to transmit that to him. So when I got back, that's what he told me. He said, yeah, I could have sworn I heard you say that. Oh, yes, I like it to the point where the hummingbird candle is so strong that people are waking up out of their sleeps. I've heard that review one time for someone that I did a hummingbird candle for. She said that she was waking up out of her sleep, though, because she felt as though he was actually there. Yes. And my words in the hummingbird candle was something along the lines of I wanted him to hear her and feel her and think of her. So it was so strong she could feel the spell herself, because it's all about concentration too. It's really all about concentration. Yes. So guys, go ahead and get those ingredients. They're really simple. Grab you some red candles. Grab you some things that remind you of love. And create your Adam and Eve. And do the same for your hummingbird, because your hummingbird is going to be used to carry out your message. All right? Well, guys, let me tell you something. Thank you guys for joining me this time on the Royal Sit Down. If you enjoyed this podcast, let me know, all right? Because we're going to keep this here up. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.